إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونستهديه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا إنه من يهديه الله فهو المهتدي ومن يضلل فلن تجد له وليا مرشدا وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله شهادة تنجينا من عذاب النار ويدخلنا الجنة من غير سابقة عذاب ولا عقاب وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله وصفيه من خلقه وحبيبه أشهد أنه قد بلغ الرسالة وأدى الأمانة ونصح الأمة ومحى الغمة وجاهد في الله حق جهاده حتى أتاه اليقين فصلاة وسلاما على عبدك ونبيك محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا. أما بعد، يقول الله سبحانه وتعالى في محكم التنزيل: بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم: من عمل صالحا من ذكر أو أنثى وهو مؤمن فلنحيينه حياة طيبة ولنجزينهم أجرهم بأحسن ما كانوا يفعلون. ويقول الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم في الحديث: النساء شقائق الرجال، أو كما قال عليه الصلاة والسلام. أما بعد, all praise to Allah. All praise to Allah, the one who should be worshipped. I bear witness that He is the creator of this universe, and He is the one who should be worshipped. I bear witness that Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam is His messenger, true mercy sent to us. If you follow His path, inshallah, we'll be in Jannah. Amma ba'd. Today, I will talk about a situation everyone, I believe, kind of scared to talk about. The feminine world. Everyone now, especially in our world, is raising the feminine. Okay, females has to lead. Females has to equalize. And female like men. Right? Let's talk about that. By the way, I'm here to defend female, not the other way around. Because really, why I'm defending them? Because the Quran defended them. The Quran, when He gave the example of مؤمنين ضرب الله مثلا الذين آمنوا, Allah gave the example of الذين آمنوا. He didn't give men. The Quran didn't give men, they give women. ضرب الله مثلا الذين آمنوا امرأة فرعون, the woman of Pharaoh, and Maryam bint Imran. And He gave the example of the bad ones, two of the wise prophets. وضرب الله مثلا الذين كفروا امرأة نوح وامرأة لوط. Then really, to be the first in anything is not the right way. Or because if you can look about who's the first to go to hellfire, as billah, Fir'aun, يقدم قومه يوم القيامة. He's the first and he's a man. Then really it's not a fight. Why you're going that path? Someone said it's equality. We need to make women and women are equal. Is equality a good thing to have? The answer is no. Let's see. That's the khutbah today. And hopefully I'll live to go out of that door. Okay, why men equality is not the right approach? If you have a son 20 years old, and you have a son, I'm talking about son, 2 years old. If we talk equality, then the food I'm giving to the 20 is the same as the food that's giving to the 2. Is this fair? No. It's not fair. It's not equal. You have to be fair. If I want to give a gift to my son 20 years old, I'll give him a car. And how about the 2 years old? I give him a chocolate. Is this equality? No, it's not equality. Because now I'm not fair. But you have to guide it. This is fair. Sorry. This is fair. It's not equal. Look at the history. How they dealt with women. By the way, when we talk about women in the history of outside Islam, you will be not surprised, you will be astonished how it works. The Greek, they said about women, they don't have any power. They are humiliated. You cannot talk to them. The Greek said they are bad trees. The Buddhism, they said they are sex objects. When I was preparing this, I said, what? Okay, the Hindu, until today, by the way, Hindu, if a man dies, his woman will join him. I saw it even in YouTube, some parts, If the man marry the woman with her because she doesn't have any rights, she's gone with him. And even the Arabs, before Islam, they were killing them because they bring shame to the world. They bring shame to the world. Let's talk about civilized world. In the 1800s, the European Council was meeting so that they define, is the woman a human being or not? In the 1800th century. Even here, in the 1900s, we couldn't vote. They don't have any rights here, in this country. Not far away, here. Now, when Islam came, that's why sometimes we defend that we are not, it's not a race. It's not a race between men and women in Islam. Who is first and who is second? When Islam came, subhanAllah, who is the first one who came to Islam? Who is the first one to join Islam? Our mother Khadija. The first one is a woman. The first one. SubhanAllah. And not only that, the ulama said the first faqih in Islam is our mother Khadija. How? Because when she heard the Prophet telling him what happened to him, she said, let's think. Let's go to Waraq ibn Nawfal. This fiqh, how to decide what should you do next. There's the first faqihah in Islam. Then she's not a man, she's a woman. Then really we don't have to define, it's not a fight again. I'm not fighting. And Islam gave al-musawa, al-adl, not musawa in dealing with others. In ibadat, it's equal. In ibadat, يا أيها المساواة بالإنسانية, everyone is equal, men and women. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها. المساواة بالتكاليف, whatever is obedient for you, for your wife, or for your girl, for men and women. والمؤمنون والمؤمنات بعضهم أولياء بعض. المساواة بالثواب والعقاب. We're equal in punishment and equal in rewards. The Quran said, وهو أو من عمل صالحا من ذكر أو أنثى وهو مؤمن فليحيينه حياة طيبة. Whoever lived good, male or female, he will be rewarded. Equal in money. للرجال نصيب مما ترك الوالدين والأقربون والنساء نصيب مما ترك الوالدين والأقربون. By the way, especially for money, they raise that the man is double the woman. Sometimes, there are some of the schedules that sometimes the woman takes more than the man. Only if I have a son and a daughter, the son takes double the daughter if I die. But this with responsibility. He's responsible for her. She has rights on him. She doesn't have to spend. Anyway, sometimes the musawa, imagine that you buy a lot of items in the car and your son and daughter comes out, they are same age, and they say, okay, everyone carry 100 kilos. It's musawa. Is it musawa? No, it's penalizing. No. The woman, her way of dealing with things is different than man. It's different to talk, different to deal with others. Now, what Islam came to? Islam came to reduce a little bit of some of the ahkam on the woman. Why? Because of her power, her body. She doesn't have to fight. She doesn't have to come to go to prayer. She doesn't have to build. She doesn't have to cover, carry. Because our masculine world is different. But she can have babies. Now someone, she's a servant now. No, she's not. She's not. Who brought Sayyidina Ali? Our mother Khadija. Who took care of him? If you read the history, our mother Khadija is the one who took care of Sayyidina Ali. And not only that, and Sayyidina Zayd ibn Haritha. Really, they are trying to make us focus only on the equality of men and women, the same. Let's know it's a race and we want to win. Who is the winner? Even I had a discussion with someone from our world, our Muslim world, that okay, the Prophet when he went to Ta'if, he met first before Addas, he met a lady called Ruqayqa. I said, what? What does it give us that a lady was first as a Muslim or a man was the first as a Muslim? What did I benefit as a Muslim? Oh, the lady went before man, or man before lady? I have something for you. In the battle of Nahawand, after the Prophet dies and Islam settles, and Sayyidina Umar radiallahu anh, was waiting for the final thing for this battle. And the man came and he said, "O Umar, and Nu'man ibn Muqrin," this is the Sahabi, a big Sahabi, died. A big Sahabi died, Nu'man ibn Muqrin. And other men died. And Sayyidina Umar cried and said, what is the benefit of Umar knows who died or not? Allah is the one who knows. Allah is the one who knows. What the responsibility is that I know that we won the battle. But with that being said, I told you that the women before the Islam didn't have any rights. Any rights. Subhanallah. Now, let's see, what did Islam give to women? First, a woman can, when the war of Hudaybiyah, in the war of Hudaybiyah, some people said it's a sulh, it's a covenant, it's a war. Anyway, it's a ghazwa called Ghazwa Hudaybiyah. Okay? A prophet said to all the Sahaba, he went out to Sahaba and he said to them, remove your clothes and cut your hair. The Umrah has ended and we're going back. And none of the Sahaba, men, none of them obeyed him. None of them. Even Sayyidina Abu Bakr was there. He didn't even move a muscle. And he was so angry, the Prophet ﷺ, and he went back to his tent. And who's there? A woman, Salama, our mother. And she said, why are you so angry, O Prophet? And he told her the story. And said, Salama said, O Prophet, calm down. They are angry. Don't worry. I'll give you an advice. And this is a side thing. In Egypt they said, شاوروهم وخالفوهم. You ask for their advice and you do the other way. And this is, by the way, is not Islamic at all. It's not even a Muslim thing. The Prophet, what he did, because the Prophet, she told him, oh Prophet, you know, go out, don't talk to anyone. Go ask the barber to cut your hair, and ask the butcher to slaughter the meat. And that's it. Don't talk to anyone. And the Prophet didn't talk to anyone. Barber, come, cut my hair. And when these Sahaba saw him, they obeyed him. Who followed who? Who followed who? The man followed the woman, or the woman followed the man? It is not a fight. We shouldn't go to that fight. Al-adl, to everyone to do his part. A woman with the name of Asma came to the Prophet ﷺ while he was sitting with his Sahaba. Everyone. Sitting. Imagine now, if I go to Justin Trudeau and he's sitting with everyone and said, what's my rights? I don't think I'll reach there. But anyway, the woman went to the Prophet ﷺ and she said, I am the messenger of the woman. Look at that. Look at Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Just before, 10, 15 years before, the woman couldn't speak, couldn't talk. She's a soul. And until lately, like I told you, they are defining if she's a woman or a man, if she's a human or not. In the 1800s, search it. In the 1800s, the Europeans are discussing if the woman is a human or not. The woman came to the Prophet. A woman came to the Prophet and told him, "Oh Prophet, the man goes out and fight with you. The man pray with you. And the men are doing everything, seeing you, talking to you, hearing from you. What is for us, women?" What is the goal here for this question? The goal is to get more hasanat. If you have this goal in life, wallahi, our life will be different. If it is not a race, it's the goal. What are you going to be? What are you going next? And the Prophet said, smiled and said, have you heard someone talking like that? Imagine the Prophet is praising the lady. Praising her words. He said, how dare you talk to me like that? Don't you know I'm the Prophet? Don't you see I'm sitting with the Sahaba? Get out! The Prophet didn't do that. He praised her. He said, have you heard someone talking that nice before? Okay, lady, tell whoever behind you. Look at that. If you are good to your husbands, it's equal to all of that. If you're good to your husband, it's equal to all of that. That's it. The goal is to obey Allah and Jannah. Subhanallah. اعلمي من ورائك من النساء حسن تبعه للمرأة لزوجها واتباعه مرضاته يعدل كل ذلك. If you are good to your husband, it's equal to everything we as men are doing. العدل في كل شيء. If you think about it, it's not a race. If you think about it, it's not a fight. We are completing each other. We're helping each other to pass this world. I'll tell another story inshallah in the second part of the khutbah. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله فاستغفروا يا فوز المستغفرين. إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونستهديه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا. So many times that at the Prophet time, again, the ladies were not that, didn't have much power. They're coming from an era that the woman was sold. They're coming from an era that the woman is put under the ground. Islam gave them the rights. Islam gave them the rights to get money. Islam gave them the right to be a faqih. We have a fuqaha like our mother Aisha. They put her under the same level as Sayyidina Umar and Sayyidina Ali for fiqh. Our mother Aisha, our mother Hafsa, so many sahabiyat, Zainab, so many of them, they were as far as high as our fuqaha, Abdullah ibn Abbas and others, subhanallah. Really, we don't know our other names, it's our problem. But again, it's not a fight. I always give an example of the car. I'm driving with my wife and my kids. There has to be one driver. That cannot work as two drivers. It's not a fight. My wife will hit me. Come on, turn right. Come on, turn left. Doesn't work that way. If she hits me once, I'll get an accident. But she's completing me. Take care. Look in front of you. Are you awake, my lovely husband? Take some banana. She's helping. She's completing me. She's making sure that I know my way. And if she drives, I'll take her part. I'll make sure she's awake. I'll make sure that she's in the right path. This is a completion thing. Who will take care of the kids in the back? The one on the side. Besides, I'm a driver. I cannot take care of my kids in the back. But if she drives, I can now take care of them. If she's sick, if she's taking care of someone, if she's away, it's my job to work. It's my job to take care of my kids. It's a completion thing. You complete each other. It's not a fighting to who will sit on the chair, who will sit on the driving chair. That's the problem they are trying to drag us to. We don't have to do that. As Muslims, we don't have to do that. We are completing each other. Final story I have today, subhanallah. The final story I have today is the Sahaba. A woman came to the Prophet ﷺ, and this is a beautiful story I'll finish with. As the Prophet ﷺ was sitting with the Sahaba, imagine, even today, until today, I believe if this story happened today, I'll slap my, what are you talking about? Anyway, the daughter came to the Prophet ﷺ and he said, "Oh Prophet, my father wants me to marry my cousin. Do I have the right to say no?" Imagine talking to the Prophet. And her father is there. And the Prophet looked at her and said, "Yes, you have the right. Islam gives the right. You have the right to say no. You have the right." And the woman said, "I wanted to tell everyone around me, from the women, that we have rights and we can say no." Women have rights in Islam more than the secular system that they make them as a product. If you go to look at a car, they put a woman there. If you want to buy toothpaste, a woman is there. And they tell, it's the rights. And they always give an example and they'll finish with that. If you tell me who is the best woman today, you will notice that all of them are making examples like showing their body. Is this the one example you want to show us as a woman rights? Or you want to say a alima, a scientist, or someone, a doctor, or someone most important, or a mufakkira, or someone who thinks? That's the examples I want to see. No, I don't want to see a body who can go away soon. That's what we should be helping each other to move on. It's not a fighting to lead, it's fighting to complete each other, to support each other. I hope that everyone will understand that men and women are going in the same boat, going to the same direction. It's not a fight who stands up and who doesn't. And women have to know that it's not a fight for men to diss you or push you down. And if someone is doing that, it's his mistake. It's not Islam. Islam didn't tell you to diss your woman. خيركم خيركم لأهله وأنا خيركم لأهلي. The Prophet said, if the best one of you is the best one to his family. If you're doing something different, it's your mistake. You have to be good to your wife, good to your daughter. If you're dissing them, pushing them down, it's your mistake. So make sure that you are a good husband. Learn Islam right. Make sure that you're a good man. And women, to conclude, it's not a fight. Wallahi, it's not a fight. We are not fighting to who will take the first place. We are trying to help each other, join hands, and go to the next level to flourish the world around us. And making sure our kids are better, our life is better, our health is better, our world is better, so that one day when we meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we will say we did a wonderful job in this world. This is what we should be taking care of. Not a fight to who is driving. I don't care who is driving. I care we are completing each other. Take this back. It's not a fight who will lead. It's a fight that who will complete each other, who will support each other, who will work with each other. اللهم اهدنا فيمن هديت اللهم اهدنا فيمن هديت وعافنا فيمن عافيت وتولنا فيمن توليت اللهم اهدنا واهد بنا واجعلنا سببا لمن اهتدى اللهم اغفر لنا ولوالدينا ولمن سبقنا بالإيمان اللهم لا تجعل في قلوبنا غلا للذين آمنوا ربنا إنك رؤوف رحيم وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى اللهم على النبي الأمي وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا وأقم الصلاة